How's it going, y'all? Back here, a new damn video. Let's get right down to it. Sorry I didn't come here with a video sooner after the Super Bowl. I just wanted to sit and collect inside my thoughts, and everything that transpired. Yeah, I went to the parade today. I didn't get to go to the art museum and see the speech. I got sort of through. I was there to able. I was. This is my goal was just to get there, see the trophy in Doug Peterson's hands, and for him to hold it high, or Carson Wentz's hands, and for me to know, okay, it's real. Because I've been living on cloud nine for the past 4 days. It hasn't felt real to me at all. Like it did not feel real. Nothing did. It was like this is not real. This cannot be real. This is not supposed to happen. Because you're so used to the failures and stuff. Sorry, my voice is lost it. Wait, you're so used to your failures all the time. Or this and that. This is not supposed to happen. You're thinking in your head like this is not supposed to happen, but it's happening. So that was my main reason. I was like, once I go to that parade, I know I'm gonna cry again when I see that trophy because I know it's real. Um, it was wild, and I give hats off to the whole organization. Especially Jeffrey Lurie. He's one guy that always got a lot of heat from the fan base, and I said to people for a long time, like, dude, that's one hell of an owner. And I'm not saying now because you won us a Super Bowl. I've said it for a long time. He has more wins as an owner than every other owner we had combined. Okay, 22 years, 23 years he's been owner of our team. We won, what was it? Eight NFC East championships. We've been to 6 NFC championships. 8 NFC East championships, yeah, and then 6 NFC championships we've been to. Won 2, went to 2 Super Bowls, and then we finally won 1. And in his whole tenure as an owner, we only had what? I think they said 3 losing seasons or something like that, which was the 4-12 season with Reed's first season, and then the chip one, and there was like 4 or 5. That's it. Out of all those seasons, there wasn't many like losing seasons. Because 8-8 is still like 500, whatever you consider it. I don't consider that winning, but whatever. I got to give my hats off to him, man. And you also got to give your hats off to Howie. Howie built this team, did this thing. We all hated him too. We all hated him. We're like, oh, we hate that guy. And Doug Peterson. I mean, Doug Peterson, that is a damn one hell of a goddamn coach right there. Okay? He's a top 5 coach in the NFL. I'm just being serious. I know, and the reason I say that is because Bruce Arians just retired. I thought he was top 5. The first time ever, I'm actually looking around at the coaches in the league, and they're mediocre. Besides Bill Belichick, Mike Zimmer, and now maybe Sean McVay, this is only 1 year he's been good. Doug Peterson he's got to be a top 5 coach in the league. Name them off. I don't think Mike Tomlin's that good. I think he's overrated. Okay, but I'm not trying to talk about other coaches and stuff. I'm just saying he's one hell of a coach. We all doubted him too. I was 50-50 on the hire. I was 50-50. I didn't know if I wanted him. I'd rather take Adam Gase or this guy and that guy. You know what? He brought it to the city of Philadelphia. He cracked the code. You know what I mean? It was like the Da Vinci Code. It was hard to crack. And people say, oh, well, beating the Patriots is hard to crack. No, trying to win the Eagles a Super Bowl plus beating the Patriots in it is even harder to crack. And he broke the code. He coached the best game of his career on Sunday. His second best was the NFC Championship game. So I look back on all of our history, and I see Andy Reid, and I see all the times he went to the NFC Championship game, and even Doug, when he won the NFC Championship game, if we would have lost the Super Bowl on Sunday, I would have already put him up as the best coach in Eagles history. I swear to God. You know why I say that? Because Andy Reid came here, and they call him the best coach in Eagles history. He went to 4 straight NFC title games. 4 straight. And it took him 4 shots just to win 1. Then he got in the Super Bowl and lost. Doug Peterson's first year in the playoffs, it's only his second year as a coach, but first year in the playoffs, bang, Falcons, no choke job. Bang, Minnesota, blew them off the map. Best defense league, blew them off the map. Gets in the Super Bowl against Bill Belichick, okay? And this is the difference. Everyone said, oh, if the Eagles want to win, they got to be like the Giants. They got to get a big pass rush. They got to break through the line, this and that. And I'm like, that's what we got to do, the Giants formula. But you know what happened? That's not how we won. Now, don't get me wrong. At the end, we got the strip sack from Brandon Graham. But all day long, our defense did not play good. Okay, it was that Super Bowl, not even biased because the Eagles played in it. It was one of the best Super Bowls, if not the best Super Bowl I've seen. 1,000+ yards total in the game. All those points. No one's seen all those points happening, okay? And when you got all those points happening and your defense isn't playing too good, you know what it is? Doug Peterson outcoached Bill Belichick. Straight up. Went for the throat. He went for the throat. That's the thing the Falcons last year didn't do. They got the big lead and they start doing dumb stuff. He went for the throat, okay? I look at the 4th and goal play. We're going into the second half. 4th and goal. Everyone's saying, take the points, take the points. Even Mel Reese, he was, you might as well take the points here. And I seen Deion Lewis on the sidelines. He was mic'd up. He's like, they ain't taking the points. The hell? And he calls that trick play. The Philly special, they call it. He calls that play. And it was like, wow, okay, this guy came to coach. He came to win this damn game. And you see his demeanor on the sidelines. He was just like, what's up? You know what I mean? Looking across like, what up? He's not afraid because it's Bill Belichick. I think Bill Belichick's the greatest coach of all time, but he's not afraid because it's him. He's stepping to him 10 toes the hell down. You know what I mean? And then you look at the fourth quarter. 5 minutes left in the game. 4th and 1, and he goes for it. Now, see, that's the brilliance of him, okay? And I try telling people this. I'm yelling at the TV. We get the ball back. I think it was like 7 minutes left or 8. I can't remember how much. It was 7 something. I said, run this clock out as much as you can. Run it out. Because our defense hasn't stopped a nosebleed all day. If Brady gets the ball back, he's going to go down and score like that, and we lose the Super Bowl. I said, run this clock out. And usually coaches, what do they always say? Coaches go, I believe in my team, so if I punt the ball here on 4th and 1, I believe my defense can stop them. But no, Doug thought realistically. He didn't think as a coach or I believe in my teammates, I love these guys. He literally sat there and said, this defense ain't going to stop them. They're getting too hot. F it, 4th and 1, we're going for it. And that somewhat won the game. And then march down. We got a touchdown. That beautiful pass by Foles to Corey Clement. Missed a 2-point conversion. Missed a 2-point conversion. And I'm trying to remember where else. Oh, Brady got the ball back with 2:26 left. And I'm sitting there. What's it called? I'm sitting there like 2:25, 2:26 left. I'm like, we lost this game. I'm like, Brady's got too much time on the clock. I think they were down by 6. I said, we're gonna lose this game. I was like, I've seen this movie many times. I know many fans of all NFL fans have seen this movie before. Brady marches down and wins it. And you know what? Defense was terrible all night. But Brandon Graham made the play of the night. He made the play of the night. He won us, basically helped win us that game. And it's so much how all this thing combinates into one. Brandon Graham was told he was drafted too high. He was labeled as a bust because he didn't perform as a first-round pick. We wanted Earl Thomas, wanted Earl Thomas. How funny is we finally get to the big game and he's the one to make that play. I never seen Brady ever choke or ever get stopped on 4th and, with 2 minutes left or whatever like that. Maybe once, I think it's the Colts, but that's a long time ago. And he did it. We get the ball back. Okay? We get the ball back. And we start running the clock out. I'm like, okay. And then we kick that field goal. And I'm telling you now, I hit the floor. I hit my knees. And I just started pouring out tears. I'm, oh my God. And my friends there, and my dad's friends are like, the hell? And then I realized, I got up like, wait, there's still time left. Wait. This is Brady. Hold on. I'm going to wipe my eyes off. And there was 1:15 left. They had no timeouts. We kicked it back to them. And I'm just waiting for that finally the clock to hit 0 because this is Brady. I don't know what he's going to do. It's the Patriots. They always do something wild. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God. And then I got a text on my Apple Watch from my uncle. It says, my nephew, you are world champs. And I just said out loud, I was like, oh, Uncle just texted me. Nephew, you are world champs. And I kept crying, man. And it was my 21st birthday, as I told you guys, my birthday. And everything just culminated into one. And then when that clock hit 0, man, I haven't cried that much in my life. I mean, even I had people pass away, and I didn't cry as much as I did. As bad as that sounds to say, I didn't cry as much as I did right there. And then my grandfather calls me. Phones are going off everywhere. My sister's on one line calling me. She's a Patriots fan, but she's calling me. Like, yo, oh my God, how does it feel to win the first Super Bowl? I'm crying. I got my grandmother calling me on this phone. I got my grandfather calling me over here. I'm talking to him on the phone. I'm crying, talking to him. I don't know if he's crying. I can't tell, but because there's so much commotion, we're going back and forth talking. I got all these people just calling. There was like 5 phones in the air, all over the place. I got 2 in my hand. Oh, who's on this one? Who's on this one? And I'm crying. I can't even breathe. I thought I was gonna pass out. And it was a memorable moment. I'll never forget as long as I live. We can win another Super Bowl next year, or say not next year, year after that, whatever. It won't be the same as this one because this is the one. It um, it's almost like a drug. Like people say, you get the first high and you try getting it again, and it's not the same. Like that's what my manager said to me at my job. But it was amazing. I couldn't believe they did it, and shout out to all of them. They pulled it out. And another thing that really helped me out, I mean, really shook me up, is you see this hat right here? It says "Bring it home for Jerome '99." If you guys remember, he passed away. Remember, in a car accident. I think it was like '90s or something, or '80s. Well, I can't remember. But '90s, I think. He passed away. His birthday, and they had the big thing called "Bring it home for Jerome." It was supposed to be "Bring it home for Jerome, bring it home for Jerome," and they couldn't. They didn't bring it home. They packed it up. I think it was divisional round, and they didn't even make the playoffs. Super Bowl this year fell on his birthday, just like my birthday, February 4th, right? If he was still alive today, he would have been 52 years old. This Super Bowl was Super Bowl 52. I think you could believe whatever religion you want. I think it was God sent. It was all stars aligned. And I'm not saying it was my 21st birthday, but it was just all these stars aligned. It was that, and then the 52, and him 52. And I even think about Lucas, the Dutch Destroyer. You see the thing with Carson Wentz and the kid who had cancer passed away. And every day, or even during games, Carson Wentz wears his wristband, and all the fans are wearing it now. I believe all these things were meant to happen, meant to be. And it's the greatest feeling. It's the greatest thing to happen, And some people just don't understand what this means to the city of Philadelphia, what it means to the fans. I seen someone at the parade from Tampa, Florida, came down with his grandfather's ashes, and he was dumping them around the parade because that's what his grandfather wanted. I seen a guy who was carrying his wife's urn of his wife because she was a big diehard Eagles fan, and he wanted her to see this. This is more than football to people. Okay, you can hate us, Giants fans, Cowboys fans, Redskins fans. Hate us all you want. We never said we want mad rings. We want 5 rings with rub in your face. Well, we just want 1 for the people who didn't get to see it. I'm glad my grandfather got to see it. He faced death many times and he beat it. Even my father faced death many times and he's able to stay here and see it. That's what it means to me. Let's go, Birds. I'll be back here later on. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I didn't get to come here. Sorry for the video being so long. If it wasn't so long, I would have kept on going and telling more stories. But Super Bowl 52 champions. And Doug Peterson did say in the press conference, or today, this is the norm, Philly. Get used to it. Wow. Let's hope.